Alright, it's Saturday morning, kind of late. I just now found my camera. I took a trip last weekend. Went to Savannah, Georgia. If you ain't ever been, you ought to go. It's pretty cool. Packed some comfortable shoes though. Look at here. Folks, it's getting cold. It's 48 degrees in here. Today I've got to do the shuffle. I took that big trailer that I had my Firebird in, so I need to clean off my workbench. And so I've got to, took that trip to Georgia. I got to put my trailer back. I had this in the trailer. That's a 48-inch stomp shear. It'd be nice to have it in here, but there just ain't the room for it. So I'm going to put that back in the trailer, and I got to shuffle about 4 vehicles. Somebody's supposed to be coming to get that motor. Usually they don't show. We'll see. So I'm going to get busy with that. Probably won't film none of it. Maybe I'll film whatever I decide to put back in the trailer. I think it's going to be the 66, because that seems to run the least at the moment. Alright, now it's kind of afternoon. Seems late, but it ain't. You know, the time change. Sold that engine. A couple nice young men came by that reminded me of me when I was about 20 or so. I was better looking, but well, that's another story. Also, super surprised, somebody brought my shop vac back after they were done cleaning out their Subaru. So I'm impressed about that. All I've been doing is moving stuff around and cleaning up and taking out the garden and stuff like that. But I gotta do one cool thing today at least. This thing fires up and runs, but it kind of got a little misfire and kind of pops a little bit intermittently. So I'm thinking it's distributor cap or spark plugs or something like that. You know, them wires are all zip tied together incorrectly. Anyway, as soon as I find something to step up on, I'm gonna crawl up in there and see what's up. Now, one of them girls of mine said, maybe keep this thing and you can go 4-wheeling with it. No. Talk me out of it, please. Oh, I bet you this is why she's a skipping and a popping. That's no bueno. I bet you I got new. Let me see. Well, I put some new used parts in it. And let's see how it runs. Oh, I see now my coil ain't hooked up. Let me fix that. Yeah, in my experience, that's bad. And to borrow a phrase from a guy I like to watch on TikTok, Gearman, I think it is. B-A-D. Bad. I was thinking I would have done a video of how it was acting before, but I didn't. Sounds like I might have bumped the timing. I think it's got a muffler collapse inside there. The way that sounds though. I don't know, she ain't just right yet. It's better though. I think. It's definitely better, no more popping. The fuel filter's plugged up on it too. You can only run the 4 barrels for just a second. Also, it has not the right carburetor. It should not have that MC solenoid. Carburetor unplugged. They tend to be a little rich, but it seems to run okay with it. So I don't know if I'm gonna mess with it. All right, here I decided to go ahead and put some plugs in it, or check the plugs. The first 2 I pulled Looked okay. They're NGK. Seem a little hot looking, but anyway, I've got some of these. I'm putting them in it. They look a little different. I don't remember what they came out of, but this is a used parts rebuild. I just dropped one down in that hole right there. So that's awesome. But here is one that's probably causing a misfire. See there? It's split right there. And it was loose and clearly leaking past the seal. Bet you that didn't do it no good. Alright. Got all 8 spark plugs changed out. One on this side was cracked. And 2 on the other side were cracked. And what that comes from is, usually, put your socket on there, and then if you don't hold that thing on there straight and you torque on it, it tends to twist and you'll crack the porcelain. So probably what happened is some young feller gave this thing a tune-up at some point, and it was a little bit amateur-ish, and cracked the spark plugs. And never got that one tight, so it really never ran properly, I bet you. That one there wasn't too tight either. The rest of them are okay. Alright, let's see how it acts after I throw these in the trash can. Alright, let's see how it acts here. Seems a little smoother. Those were used plugs too, a little fouled looking, so it might clear up more if we run it. Well, the hits just keep coming. Look at here. It needs a water pump. Well. I wouldn't really want to put a water pump on it, but it ain't that big of a deal. I guess I can do it. Can I? Go to MrHeavyChevy.com where you can buy similar things to support this hobby of mine that eats up all my lunch money. Alright, now it's Sunday. I probably should do some more rust repair. Probably should. But I think I'm going to clean off my workbench here to get me warmed up. Alright, I sold some Ford parts. Spent a good time doing that. Good bit of time. The guy just liked to talk. That's okay. I like to talk to car guys, but now I need to fix this droopy headlight, and it just so happens I have the parts on hand. This is a common problem. They get old and brittle and fall apart. And all I had to do was pull the battery out and stick the little doolally in there. And then you gotta stick that in, get your thread started here. And then it hooks right in that little slot right there. And then you adjust it up and you'll be golden again. So let me do that. And then just like that, It's in, actually, not quite. Ooh, look at there. We'll save that for the next guy. Had to bend those just a little bit to get the slip back in there, but that was no big deal. Oh yeah, and it is late November, and that is a lawnmower you're here in North Carolina.